and welcome to the Ellen Made Book Club and a very special video. This is going to be part one of a room makeover mini series, I guess. We're gonna travel back in time and we're going to go to fall of 2023 when I started to make over this room for the first time. And back then I had a bit of a different goal in mind. I was creating an art studio / office for myself, and I'm gonna get into that in the video itself as well and explain why and what the dream was and is still. But I have since made the room over again into more of a reading / filming room, and that's gonna be in part 2, which is coming soon. But yeah, I spent a lot of time on the original makeover and also on the original makeover video. So yeah, I asked you in a community post to vote if you wanted to see the original makeover or not, and it seemed like at least some of you did. So here it is. This is one of the first videos that I ever made, so please bear with, but I also think it's kind of funny, so I hope you enjoy that. Now we're gonna go back in time first to after the first room makeover was done, and then we're gonna go even further back in time to the beginning of the makeover. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the ride. When I was a little girl, I used to love to draw and paint and read and tie knots and do all kinds of creative things. And as I grew older, I still love doing all those things, but I found that I spent less and less time doing them, and I want to do something about that. So in this video, I'm going to be making space in my home for my creative soul, and I'm going to be painting and building furniture and putting stuff on the wall and moving stuff around a lot. This is not the kind of makeover that got done in a weekend. It took me 4 months to finish this room, and it's still going to be a work in progress and evolve over time, but I'm very happy with how it's looking so far and I can't wait to show you. But first, let's go back to the beginning. So this room is currently being used as my office, and then there is this area with some random furniture that just had nowhere else to go, and there's no space to really do anything. The desk area works for what I need, but it's perhaps not the most inspiring, and I would really like to unpack this final moving box and have something else to put the printer on. The biggest challenge is that I want this small room to be a lot of things. I need it to be an office and a creative space, which is gonna need lots of storage and workspaces for different crafts. And there's a limited amount of light in here, and I also need to consider the slanted ceilings. As for the walls, I don't really mind the purple color, but there are a lot of holes, and what I really don't like is this wallpaper with a grayish purple, a greenish beige, and then these shiny patches of silver. It's time to make this room my own. There's also this old phone outlet, which is actually one of 2 in this small room. I'm not really sure why that was necessary, but apparently it was. We don't have a landline, so there's no point in keeping it. There also used to be a router or something on the wall there, so that needs to be patched up and improved upon. The phone cord goes all around the room and then into the wall right here. And I thought it was gonna disappear and go like downstairs or something, but it's just cut off on the other side of the wall. So let's get rid of that, shall we? The phone outlet looked complicated to fill in, and I read online that it might be smart to keep the space accessible for any future wiring needs. So I put the cover back on and just painted over it. I then covered the electrical outlets and the floor, which might not be the most exciting thing to watch, but the prep is a very necessary part of any paint job, and I did all of it, so I'm gonna keep it in the video so you can see how very hard I worked. As you can see, this wallpaper did not want to be painted over. We didn't have the best quality paint either, but I think it took 5 coats on this wall to cover the pattern. It was frustrating, and I didn't film it because I thought you would see enough of me painting the walls white already. But just so you know that this battle went on for a couple of weeks, and all of the stuff was still in the bedroom. I also decided to paint my closet doors in the same gray color as the bedroom walls. That was a big improvement for the bedroom. I also freshened up the radiator with some radiator paint. Okay, so this is what it looks like when you enter the room. There's one window. It's white, and there's not a lot of furniture in it yet. But this is going to be my new office / creative space. So this is where I'm gonna have my office desk, and then over here I want to put like some kind of an easel here maybe. I just have this vision of standing here to paint, and then I would like to have a big desk that just goes from wall to wall here. Right here, I would like to have a standing desk that I can, that goes up and down. I would like a standing desk here that goes up and down to, pack my future orders on. What I want to do, because you don't know anything, I just want to have a space where I can draw and paint and sew and read and listen to music and write and just do all the creative things that I enjoy doing but haven't really done in years. I have done some digital painting on Procreate, but I miss the tactile experience of drawing and painting and doing that kind of stuff. I can't sew at all. I do have a sewing machine that I haven't had a space to use it. So I don't know, I'm just excited to have a space where I can actually do something. My plan is to have a little Etsy shop, maybe my own website. I just want to get started, but that's like a goal to work towards. In this video, I just want to start getting the room ready and kind of document that process, I guess, for myself. And if you enjoy watching this kind of thing, then you're welcome. Okay, so I don't have the furniture. All I know is that my work desk is gonna go over there and the rest of the stuff is gonna go over here, but I don't have everything yet. So for now, I'm just gonna move the stuff from my bedroom into here. Because, yeah, I don't know, I'm just starting with this side. Okay, what's this? No, I don't know. Well, maybe, yeah. Okay, so this is just some clothes that I have been meaning to fix. Some shelves, the sewing machine. Put it there for now. It's just like work paper stuff. This is packing supplies for when all of my orders come in. More packing supplies, I think. It's just, I've just been saving like cardboard and plastic and bubble wrap and tissue paper and stuff. Just, you know, I just want to reuse materials if I can. More packing supplies. I feel like I have more packing supplies than I have actual art supplies. But I don't know, here's some pieces of cardboard, some plastic, tissue paper. I'll get whatever I want. This is like gift wrapping paper stuff. It feels very good to get this stuff out of the bedroom. Decor stuff. This is 2 rolls of plastic that I didn't really know I had. And then there's just a tiny little easel. Here's another easel that I found secondhand for $15. And it's a travel case, so it comes with there's a drawer in here. Anyway. And then here I have some like samples from sticker app, just because I want to make stickers and I wanted to see what the finishes look like. So you can order a packet like this and you just get like all the stuff. This thing to put rolls of thread for the sewing machine, like the big, okay? Yeah, like this one. You can just put it like that. Anyways, this is full of fabrics. Little easel for, you know, photos and things. These two have been full of my clothes that are now on my bed. This stuff can kind of go in here. Okay. This is just like, you know, these air puffy things. What even is this? Bags and some cardboard. I don't know. It's difficult, this. And everything is like a weird shape. Everything is like unstorageable. And all of these are like random sizes. Nothing is the same. It's just like, and I don't know how to fix all that or to sort stuff or like, what do you do? How do you store all of this? And I realize I don't have the furniture for it yet, but I also don't know what that furniture would be. Like, what is a good storage solution for all of these things? I guess this is packing supplies now. Maybe I should bring all the packing stuff. Yeah, okay. Into the slip one. Yeah. Okay, now you can open. And right, so this one is packaging. This is other random stuff. Okay, great. We're organized. Yeah, I'm out of the way. So I'm not sure I'm gonna have that in here. I'm also not sure I'm gonna have this Alex thing on this side. That might need to go on that side by the desk because I need something to put my printer on. Let's create some kind of a sewing section, maybe. Some stuff that I need to alter or repair, like towels and things. You know, towels, and then the little thing that they hang on, it just breaks, and you're like, oh, I have to fix that someday. I'm like, when do you do that? These shelves, I'm not sure of anything. Packing supplies should be close to the future packing station, yes? Why not? This, oh, another plasticky thing that I'll say it. Good. Oh, can I go home now? What's this? That's a little easel thing. You don't have to be in a bag. You can stand right there. It's starting to look a little bit more like something artistic. That's nice. Right. Ow. I don't know. Should we put a canvas on here? Let me show you. Let's move this one. First drawer, printer paper and stuff. Next one is like office supplies and washi tapes and some wooden beads for something. I don't know. Stamps, calculator. In here we have some sketch stuff, some stars that I drew, books for how to draw, and a bunch of different like sketch pads, color pencils, crayons. These are nostalgic. Wax crayons, oil pastels, some watercolors that have seen better days, but like. And here we have some like canvas paper. I don't know what you call it. Mixed media drawing pad thingies. Some palettes. These are some beautiful plates that I got secondhand with like little holes in it. And then here we have acrylic paints, paintbrushes, and a couple of canvases, and also some oil paints. Right, I can put this up. So this is what the room looks like now. My vision was to have a desk go from wall to wall, but that wall is 230 meters long and I haven't found a tabletop that fits that. So the next best thing I could think of is to get a tabletop from IKEA that is 2 meters long. And then I found an Alex set of drawers secondhand online with 2 legs. So I just needed to get the tabletop and one more supporting leg from IKEA. And then I'm also getting 2 luck shelves secondhand to put above the desk, and they will almost go wall to wall there. So then I can put pens and plants and art and all that kind of stuff on there. We also needed some new lights for our kitchen, like above the countertops. So I had ordered 2 long ones and 1 short one for that, but for some reason they sent us 6 of each. So I'm thinking I'm gonna use the extra ones in here. The temperature of the light might not be the best for an art studio, but I'll try them out and see if they do the job. I figure I can get some command strips or something and put them underneath the shelves here. So yeah, that is the updated plan. Exciting developments in the studio. More things have found their way into this room. Things that I have accumulated over the years since I was a kid and bought secondhand or, you know, saved for one day when I'm gonna do something with it. So I also have the desk, or the pieces for the desk. I have the tabletop legs and the Alex set of drawers that I'm gonna try to build together in this section right here somehow. This mess is making me very happy. It's full of my hopes and dreams. I'm not really looking forward to moving everything again, but that's what has to be done. So here we go. Okay. The desk. This is the new leg, and then these were the legs that I bought with the Alex store. It's gonna be almost wall to wall. That's great. Other side of the room now looks like this. Fantastic. Oh my god, I should probably just get a screwdriver. Okay, change of plans. Why am I a sweaty mess already? I didn't even do anything. I'm just upside down, that's all it takes. Okay, so we're back to being a sweaty mess again. Legs are on. This one is really crooked, or it got crooked a bunch of times, so this is the best I could. It looks pretty straight now, but it was pointing all kind of ways. This is the Alex that I got secondhand, which is great. Got this for 1/3 of the price versus if I had gotten it new. I didn't have to build it, and doing the environment a favor. I guess the plan is to flip this up on its side. Can do it. Okay, maybe if I don't stand on the plastic. Okay. There we go. Great. Yeah, and then just it's mostly just big. Look at that. Packaging. It's looking great, fantastic, and amazing. Yeah, I'm really happy about that. I think I need to fiddle with the legs a little bit, so BRB. Okay, an even sweatier mess, if you can believe it. So I've screwed this on from underneath here, and now I just need to get the drawers back in and screw them onto these rail thingies. Oh yeah. That's a not so great thing about secondhand is when someone builds it wrong. I mean, it's fine, it's just the screws are on from the outside in, and it makes it go boom every time you open it. Let me show you what I mean. This drawer here, when I open it, makes that noise, ka-tunk. So, and when I close it, it's not supposed to do that. It's supposed to be like that, right? So if you have this set and it makes that noise, make sure you put the screws on from the inside like that, so it comes out like that. If you put them on from the outside like this, that's when you get that noise. So just a tip. Coming together. Nice. It is a little bit too low for my liking, and I was hoping that these would fit underneath, but I think it goes to here on me, and that is like on the top of this. But so far so good. I am very happy. Hair is up. The sweaty mess got bad, so yeah. So now I just have to deal with this. This one can go over there where the chair is to put the printer on. The chair can, I guess, go here by the desk. And then there's all the other stuff. The company that sent us all the extra lights. I also ordered like a set of recycling bins. It was a set of 3, and one of them was a small one that you can hang on a cabinet door. And there was supposed to be a hook in the packet, but there was no hook. I messaged them and said, can you please send the hook? And they just sent a whole new kit, which also didn't have the hook in it. So I messaged them again and I said, can you please not send me more recycling bins? I don't need more recycling bins, I just need the hook. Can you at least check before you send me a whole new set that the hook is in there? So they did that. We were like, yeah, we checked, it's in there. So instead of 3 recycling bins, we now have 9. I figure I can use some of those in here as well. And I'm thinking I will put something behind here maybe, because it'll be easy to just poof. I don't know. I don't want to cover all of this space right away. Oh, and I have the drawers now, so I can put stuff in there. Okay, I guess it's just move stuff around again. These are some fabrics that I got secondhand because, you know, I'm preparing for all the things that I can do soon. I'm thinking I might get like a wax cover, like a clear cover for the desk, just so it doesn't get ruined right away. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Now we've got this. It's progress. Yeah, progress over perfection, am I right? I definitely want to have some stuff up on the wall here and possibly like a pin board over here with stuff on. Now I just need to figure out what to put in these. It's a bit later now, it's about 9:30 and I had some dinner and now I'm gonna try to sort some of the things. I think the Alex drawer should be mostly for like tools and things and like materials like fabrics. I probably want to keep not in these drawers, like in separate, like in bags or boxes, or that makes sense in my mind. Okay. Cheers. Lots of buttons, like spare buttons from different clothes. Tin box of like safety pins and needles. I also have a bunch of different thread. Little flower thingies. They're pretty. Don't know why I have those. I don't know why I have this. I think this is like for curtains. More curtain things. Measuring tape, because that can go in there. If I'm just gonna have tools in here, I shouldn't have the ribbons there either, but that is a mess. And a half. So many buttons. Ah yeah. Yeah. Ah yeah. Yeah. Ah yeah. Yeah. Ah. Okay, so this really should not have a needle in it. I think that's quite decorative, so I want to put that on my shelves. Okay, so is that all? This is ridiculous. Okay, time for another plan update. I'm really happy with how the studio is looking so far, but now it's time to get some stuff up on the walls. My previous plan was to have the lac shelves above the desk, but I tried holding them there and it just felt a bit heavy, like they were hanging over my head, and I didn't like that. My new plan is to put the shelves on the left wall instead, and that way it will feel a bit more spacious above me as I'm sitting at the desk. And as an added bonus, the plants on the shelves will get a bit more light there. I'm also getting a pin board from IKEA. I might put the art shelves above it, maybe below it. If I put them up, I can put the kitchen lights under those and under the lac shelves on the left wall as well. And of course, I'm gonna need some plants and pens and cute stuff to make it nice and cozy. And then I couldn't resist putting myself in the sketch, so here's me having a really nice time in my new studio. Okej.
Det är så jäkla skönt att gå på en hjul. Den här var så himla stabil också. Riktigt nice. Jag gjorde ingenting. Okay, let's go. Ja, det var jävligt bra faktiskt. Men kolla här. Kunde det ha blivit bättre eller? Seriöst. Wow, nu var det likna något. Den går in på det.
Nej, kanske den får vara där uppe liksom.
Det här menar man kanske. Det där blir jättebra, Ellen. Det där blir superbra. Nej, det spelar in. Beautiful. Okej. Very good.
Very good, very nice. Ta-da! It's done. It's finished. Well, I don't know if it's finished completely, but I do have a space now that I can actually do stuff in, and that feels very, very good. And I've been spending pretty much every evening in here just, you know, pottering about and fixing things and putting things up, or writing or painting, or just enjoying being in my space, and it feels very, very nice. And on the other side here, my office is pretty much set up the way it used to be. It just looks a lot nicer with the white paint on the walls, and you know, cleaned it up a little bit. The shelf here, that's still a mess, but you know. And I do have my little travel easel here by the window. It's not the way I planned. I wanted to have it on the wall here by the window, but that might still happen in the future. For now, I just have this sets of drawers here with my packing supplies for all my orders. I also have a new mic here so I can do voiceovers that don't sound like crap. So yeah, I'm very happy with this side as well. It was definitely a process. It took me about 4 months to finish this, which sounds ridiculous because it's like a desk and 2 shelves and some stuff, but you know, I still had to work and let the paint dry in between, and you know, stuff comes up in life. So I think that all these like makeover shows and stuff, it just makes you think that you have to finish a room in a weekend or like a week tops, or you're a complete failure as a human being. And I don't know, I just wanted to share with you a little bit more realistic version, or you know, my version of a room makeover, and it takes some time sometimes. So if you're feeling like you have to get things done very quickly, I hope this video helped you feel like maybe that's not necessary, and maybe it still can get finished. Like, just because the process is slow doesn't mean that you'll never get to the finish line, and it's completely fine. And especially like being 36, yeah, I'm 36 now. I was 35 earlier in this video. If you're 36 or somewhere around there, or older or younger, It doesn't matter. If you have a dream and it's something that you want to do, just do it. Just because you didn't do something earlier in your life doesn't mean that you can't do it now. I also have to include my boyfriend in my thank you speech here. He helped me put up these shelves, as you saw, and he also went and collected the secondhand furniture, the Alex drawer, and these shelves. So thank you for helping me make my dream room. I'm a happy girl now. That's it for part 1 of this makeover, and please stay tuned for part 2 that's coming soon. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.